What's up, guys? Frugal VC. Today we are going to be reacting to an Hedera price prediction video. I'm going to be reviewing it, going through it, and kind of talking about Hedera's price actions so far, because I think it's surprised a lot of people, as a lot of the utility coins have. So we're going to dive into that today. Be sure to check that out. By the way, guys, if you like this kind of content, and I definitely been neglectful in my HBAR fans, so we're gonna be trying to do a little more HBAR content, and I've been getting into XRP too, so I've been trying to do a little more of that too. But if you like this kind of stuff, you like our honest assessments, please hit that like and subscribe button. Now remember, you don't have to smash it; you can actually just press it gently, and it works just fine that way too. And also, we have channel memberships for only $1, so you can get these videos before anyone else. We have additional channel tiers as well. We're going to be starting a $3.99 tier with additional videos. Right now, there's a couple of videos that every channel member can see that no one else can, so you can go check that out in the description. Also, we want to give a big shout out to, this is not an Algorand video, so a brief shout out to our sponsors, Non-Fungible Domains and Marcus, an NFT meme coin project on Algorand. So go check those out in the link below if you're interested. Now, if you're an HBAR person, you might not be that interested in them, but I think you should go check them out. I think there's a lot of synergy between Hedera and HBAR and XRP. I think these are all utility coins, and that's why I'm a big fan of all of them. And so I definitely think you should check that out. By the way, we've got a big live stream coming up in a couple of weeks, Friday before Christmas. We're going to be going live, trying to bring in as many guests as possible, so check that out. Actually, let's get into our Hedera price prediction video, and first we'll start off by just looking at Hedera's price. All right, so obviously on the daily chart we got a red candle, and that's a bummer, but it's not out of line with what's going on in the entire crypto industry. Right now we're just experiencing big pullbacks, and we're going to get to this video. We're going to react to that in a second. But just to kind of set the table here, yeah, and you know, Hedera 26 cents. Now remember, my average buy-in is like 5 cents, so I'm up like 5x even on this downturn, and we're talking about like a 14% downturn. You know, even if we zoom out a month, we're still up 358%, almost 359. You know, I think that's something we have to keep in mind when we talk about these pullbacks, is to kind of put them in a bigger context. Like, yeah, the pullbacks suck and they feel bad, and it's a bummer. No one likes pullbacks. I get it. And what you have to do is put it in context. Look at it. Even a month out, we were still at like almost just under 6 cents, you know. Now we're at 26 cents. That is still a huge leg up. And I've been saying the same thing for Algorand, for XRP, any of these coins. Hedera and Algorand and XRP have all had a huge run up recently. And I'm not gonna show the tweet. I've showed that on past ones in past videos, but there's been a couple big creators who have talked about this, and they've said stuff like, you know, what's with these dinosaur coins pumping all of a sudden? What is it, 2021? I think that's ridiculous. Like, a coin has to be brand new for it to be valuable. That's nonsense. What's wrong with some? Listen, what we want, I've all along hoped that the crypto market would start valuing utility and actual use cases, which a lot of these, you know, Hedera, Algorand especially, is just full of use cases, full of like actually being used as a blockchain, not just like a pump and dump scheme. So yeah, I think it's a good thing, 100% a good thing that these utility coins, I thought this would happen much later, by the way. Like, I knew they would go up in the bull run. They all do to some degree or another, but I didn't think we'd see like this early pump and this early enthusiasm for utility coins. I thought it would take a while for the market to mature and start valuing these more, but this is where we're at. We're actually seeing good things. So with that in mind, why don't we get into this video? And I have not watched this. I like to go into these reaction videos just you know, not having seen it first. So
all right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the HBAR family. You know, it is a very interesting update, so, you know, buckle in and watch this video till the absolute end. But yeah, looking across the board, you know, starting off on a week, which of course was a brand new week, you know, we did start off on a really negative note, obviously due to an announcement that came out that really got a lot of people, you know, scared, which was of course, you know, that Coinbase will be delisting USDT off of their platforms. And
which is fascinating. I find that really interesting because I know it's been gone from Algorand for a while, but now it's interesting that it's also now gone from the Coinbase is going to delist it. I don't think this is a huge giant deal. I mean, it is in the short term, but overall I think USDC is just a better platform, and there's some stuff that concerns me about USDT, so I don't really have a problem with it. But yeah, it's interesting to note anyway.
And that just shows you, how important regulation really is now, obviously, especially going into the future. And the projects that are not regulatory compliant might not have, the best ability to stay on these exchanges. And again, this obviously was a major, announcement, of course, because a lot of pairs across, the centralized exchanges are tied to USDT. And the fact that, there will be a delisting for it tells you what we could be expecting going into the year of 2025.
So I guess part of my point is that I already kind of like divested from USDT. I was actually in a USDT pool, which seemed like kind of a no-brainer at the time because you can't go down, right, or up, but you're just going to keep making your gains from the rewards on the Tiny Man pool. That was on Algorand. I've been actually wanting to explore more HBAR pairs too. Like I'm on Sauce. I just want to put more into it and try it out more.
So if you watch my market analysis update, shout out to you guys, we kind of discussed, the importance of this, but let's take a look at HBAR. But before we do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice, always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So first and foremost, as you can see, the broader market is actually down double digits, but what's quite interesting right now that a lot of people will overlook is that HBAR, even though it's only down 7.1%, so it's holding much better than its competitors.
Obviously, that's different now, but we'd have to look at a bubble chart to see how it compares. It did go down. It is around 14%, but then I think a lot of these are actually down probably a little more than that.
And that tells you the momentum that HBAR really has on its side right now is not something that we should be ignoring. Now, looking at the price, 29.39 cents, down 7.3% in USD, down 5% in Bitcoin comparative, market cap at 11.2 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about $2.5 billion. Taking a look at the dominance index, this is something that I want you guys to be focusing on. And of course, it's not a crypto ZX update unless, we don't focus on the Bitcoin dominance. And you can really see, so originally after that Coinbase, delisting USDT announcement came out, we did see actually Bitcoin reacting. The Bitcoin made its way down to $93,600, which of course, took the dominance up. You can see dominance went up to the likes of 57.8%. Yes, you've heard that correct, which is a huge jump for the dominance itself. And of course, when Bitcoin goes down, dominance goes up like this, almost 2%. You know that the altcoins are going to react and it's not going to be good. And that's exactly what we saw happening. So, you need to understand, the magnitude of that specific news and, how that can have an impact on altcoins. And that's exactly what we saw happening. But Bitcoin made its way down to, $93,600. That's the exact level if I were to show it to you on the hourly time frame. The 5-minute time frame, but you can see, the market did pick up. You're seeing the price of Bitcoin making its way back above $97,000, and would not be surprised if we do reclaim back above $100,000 even in the next few hours to come. Major shakeout, and obviously gave the whales even another advantage to shake out the weak hands and have massive liquidations for the longs and the shorts, and that's exactly what we saw happening today. If you look at the liquidation numbers, they're not small numbers, but if you're looking at HBAR.
These shakeouts are normal, by the way, and this is what happens. You should expect these to happen. Even in bull runs, you're going to have these shakeouts here and there, and it's not all. It's mostly green candles, but it's not all green candles. So I think that's really important to keep in mind.
Though, you got to give credit where it belongs. And your boy Crypto ZX, if I see bearish price movements, if I see bearish momentum, I'm going to, not be, shy from not saying that. But that's not the case with HBAR. And I will tell you why that is. So, of course, this right here is the daily time frame. If you're looking at the daily time frame, you can see, if we're still ranging in the 0.50 Fibonacci retracement level. But let's shift our focus towards the hourly time frame and really show you guys what we're looking at and how good HBAR is holding. So, remember, everything reacts to Bitcoin. So, no matter what happens, no matter how bullish the momentum may be, you will see if Bitcoin sees drops like we have seen, of course, dominance reacting the way it did, you will see all altcoins reacting, and HBAR did exactly that. We made our way down to 23.4 cents for the first time since the beginning of December. Of course, that initial reaction, but look where we made our way back. You can make this stuff back into the 0.50 fib zone. So if somehow you caught this dip, you saw an instant 26% increase for HBAR. Yes, you heard that correct. You saw HBAR go up 26% in a matter of just a few hours. And what is this showing you? This is showing you HBAR has momentum, has interest on its side, and I'm projecting we do see HBAR start retesting that yearly high that we've been setting for ourselves. We were very close to it, to double retest into the 38.2. Obviously, due to the entire market, retracement, you did see HBAR reacting. It's not going to be an exception, as I've stated to you guys before, but you cannot ignore this. I cannot stress this enough. The fact that we're back in the 0.50, I don't care if it ranges here for the next, few days. If it's able to to do that, more and more confirmation for myself that, this target at 44 cents is going to look likely, the next major target in the upcoming days ahead of us. So I'm really, really impressed with HBAR's price. If you're an HBAR holder, give yourself a pat on the back, and you guys should be proud of the way HBAR is holding it. This is showing me that, this momentum is not over yet. More upside left, and that's part of the game. You do see market shakeups even in the bull market. Even in a bull market, I've seen 50-60% drop. So again, nothing new to me here, but you got to give HBAR the credit where it belongs, and I do believe it will be able to reclaim back up to where it left off of faster than you know it. But let me know down below what you guys think. Love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you later. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.
Yeah, I think it was a good video. I think he makes a good point, and I will say that for a lot of the utility coins, hold on a second. I'll say for a lot of the utility coins, I think they've surprised me, and so I've actually changed my price predictions on a lot of these. I actually think now that there's a really good chance that HBAR, because I was calling like 40 to 60 cents on HBAR originally, and this price momentum has me totally surprised, as does Algorand's, as does XRP. So Algorand, I moved up from $2 to $3 to $3 to $5, and I'm going to put my HBAR price prediction. He doesn't actually give a prediction exactly, does he? He kind of gives like a few days. I think it could go up to this. But considering that 43 cents, I think is possible by the end of the year, I think we could see $1 to $2 HBAR pretty easily based on my past experience with how these coins pump in the bull run. But I think as I always say, like, price predictions aren't really that important. The more important thing is that you have a plan for no matter what it does. So, you should have a plan to take I'll say how I do it is I always have a plan to take profits. I'm already in moonbag territory on HBAR. So anything that goes up now is just pure profit, and I really can't lose. It could go to zero tomorrow and I'm still ahead. And that's actually true of my entire crypto portfolio. My entire bull run portfolio that I put together is all moonbag territory. It just means I've de-risked completely and taken my initial investment out. So it's all to the good, not by much, to the good. The whole portfolio is to the good, about $300 total. That's because some are, obviously not in moonbag and some are. My Bitcoin is like vastly into moonbag territory at this point. And I still expect more momentum there too. So, but I hope that helps you make some decisions about this. And I hope, I hope you found that interesting. What do you think HBAR will get to? Let me know in the comments below. And otherwise, I'm FrugalBC. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the future.